This is Foundation for Our Future with Justin Todd Bird, a live podcast presented by Futures Association.
Friends in school that have reputations, right? People,
Yeah.
they have a reputation of being the class clown, or the reputation of being the smart kid who gets straight A's, or the reputation of being the best baseball player, right? Everybody's has a reputation, or they're perceived by their community as somebody or something, right? How do we perceive ourselves? That's the question. What is the reputation we carry when we think about ourselves, when we look at ourselves in the mirror? How do you build that? First of all, you got to get to know yourself. Who are you? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What values do you want to portray? Write these things down, right? I want this conversation tonight to be a little bit more low key. I'm going to speak slowly. I'm going to give you guys time to kind of digest and process. Give you guys a minute to maybe jot some things down, because a lot of what we're going to discuss tonight is kind of vulnerable, and it's really challenging to convey to other people. And that's totally okay, because we're talking about our inner selves, right? What's going on inside of our heart, inside of our mind. So again, I'm going to speak slowly and give you time to digest a little bit and maybe jot some things down as they come to your mind. So first and foremost, we want to be extremely self-aware. Get to know ourselves intimately. What are some strengths you guys have? Write them down. What are some strengths that you have? What do you do well? What are you good at? Whether it's in life, as a person or a human being, as a baseball player, what are some strengths? What are some weaknesses? What do you struggle with? What are you insecure about? What are you scared of? And give you guys a few seconds. And then the last question, what values do you want to portray? Or what values, I'm sorry, do you currently portray? Are you the class clown? Do you portray that you don't really care one way or the other? You're cool with being goofy and people thinking you're just a joke all the time? Are you the honest guy? Do you portray that? Do you pride yourself in being honest and truthful? Do you portray those values, or do you portray the values of somebody who's not trustworthy, somebody who lies to get the things that they want, even if it hurts somebody else? Do you portray values that, maybe you'll push somebody down to get ahead, and you kind of, in the back of your mind and in your heart as a ball player, you're sitting over there at shortstop hoping that the guy at second base fails, right? Or the guy hitting in the 3-hole when you're hitting in the 9-hole, hoping that guy strikes out because, it's better for you. Are those the values you have and the values you want to portray? It's okay to be honest with yourself. Jack, you're on mute if you're trying to talk. I don't know if you are or not. Looks like you are.
I was just yelling at my little brother.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But take some time. Take some time to write down, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And what values do you currently portray? Digest that for just a minute. I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds to kind of jot some thoughts down, jot some ideas down. Now that you've gotten to know yourself a little bit, right? The goal is for you to elaborate on this in your own time. But to just get you going in the right direction tonight, it's good to start having that self-awareness, to start reflecting on who we are. Look in the mirror, get to know yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And what values do you currently portray? Now, from there, what type of person do you want to be? What type of ball player do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that's truthful and honest and a leader on your team and in your classroom and in your community and your family with your little brothers? Or do you not care about any of that? What type of person do you want to be? And what type of player do you want to be? Do you want to be a home run hitter? You can put that down. You want to be a fast guy? You want to be known for your glove? You want to be known for your defensive abilities? So what type of person And what type of player do you want to be? Set some clear goals. Define that. Write it out. And from there, guys, once you've taken a moment to know yourself and have some self-awareness, and then on the flip side, think about where you're at and where you want to be. Now it's like, okay, what do I have to do to go from point A to point B? Honestly evaluate yourself and understand, like, is who I am right now aligned with where I want to be and the man and the ball player I want to be? Or do I have some work to do? Now we reverse engineer that and we start to look at the steps that it's going to take to get us to where we want to go. So again, guys, we're going to talk about this each and every time because it's just so important. And my words are not validated, right? Everything that I'm working to share with you guys is from scripture. I know all your parents. I know all of you. We've talked about faith and how God is working in our lives. So I want to share with you guys Galatians 6:4-5. Each person should examine his own work. Then he can take pride in himself alone, without comparing himself to someone else. For each person will have to carry his own load. So one more time, each person should examine his own work. It's good for us to examine what we're doing, who we are, where we're at, where we want to be. And what that's going to do is allow us to take pride in ourselves and not compare ourselves to the other guys around us, not compare ourselves to the guys in the other dugout or the guy that's the starter ahead of me right now, or the guy that's hitting in the 3-hole when I'm hitting the 9-hole. It doesn't matter, because for me, I have to carry my own load. I have to set that goal and set that objective for myself, and I have to take the steps necessary to achieve it. Nobody else's journey impacts mine. And so why is this important? Why are we even talking about this tonight? What is building your inner reputation? I know this is one of those things that's like, man, it's deep and it's out of character for me because I'm usually like just bang, 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 right? And I'm speaking a little slower tonight. I'm wanting you guys to take some more time to digest and to really feel something inside of you. Why is it important? It's important because we're all dealing with our own self-worth, the value that we bring and how we feel inside that allows us to either rise up or fall away. The one that either forces us to dig a hole and hide our face, or the one that stands tall and is excited to lead and to go out and do and grow. Building your inner reputation is about developing the qualities and the values that define your character and how you perceive yourself. So it's all about developing the things, the qualities, the things that you do, and the values you represent so that you perceive yourself to be a man of character, to be a man of steadfastness, and to be a man of integrity. So I'm going to give you six simple steps to help you build a strong inner reputation, because you guys can be the best baseball players on the face of the earth. You can hit the ball the farthest, run the fastest, throw the ball the hardest. But if you don't have self-worth, if you don't have a strong inner reputation, it's going to be extremely challenging for those amazing gifts you've been given to shine. And so 6 steps to help you build that strong inner reputation, to cultivate that security within yourself. 1, have a purpose. Write these down for me. Have a purpose. What is your why? Why are you doing what you do? Why do you work at the job you work at? Why do you play the position you play? Why do you play baseball to begin with? What's the purpose of you playing baseball? If you're playing football this fall, why are you playing football? Why do you go to the gym? Why do you work on your homework? Why do you do these things? Why do you do what you do? Why do you want to play college baseball? Why do you want to play pro ball? Why do you want to play in the big leagues? You have to define those things. You have to define your purpose, define your why. King, write that down for me. Have a purpose. Have a purpose. Number 2, take ownership. Take responsibility for yourself. Take responsibility for your actions and the outcomes of those actions, good or bad. It's not everything you do is going to be successful. You're going to fail. You're going to get in trouble. You're going to make mistakes. But it's important that we take ownership in that. If we go out in a 3-1 count, Jack, and we swing for the fences and try to hit a homer, and we end up popping up to the second baseman, happens, right? Our intentions were great, but we can't blame anybody else. We have to take ownership in that, good or bad. Whether we hit the homer or we pop up, it's nobody else's fault. I made that decision. Johnny, you got bases loaded, 3 balls, 2 strikes. You rear back and try to blow a heater by somebody because you want the strikeout instead of the ground out. You end up walking the guy, walk a run in. Take ownership in that. It's nobody else's fault, right? When you don't shift blame to other people, when you don't point the finger saying it's his fault or her fault, or, man, I made my pitch, but that guy made an error. What that allows you to do is it begins to strengthen the belief in yourself. It begins to allow you to know that what I'm doing is right. What I'm doing is true. What I'm doing is for a purpose, and I'm going to own it, and I'm cool with that. And now I believe in myself, and now I can go out and execute that. So it just frees you up, gives you the ability to believe in yourself. Number 3, be consistent, fellas. Write that down. Be consistent. Consistently make decisions that represent the values you want to uphold. Goes back to earlier. What values what do you want to be known for? What values do you want to portray in your life? Do you want people to think of you as a class clown? Do you want people to think of you as the leader on the baseball team? What do you want them to think of you as? Once you've defined that, you consistently make decisions that represent those values. And then for you, if those things are true and just and wholesome, knowing that you will do the right thing even when it's hard creates self-trust. It allows you to trust yourself because like, man, I'm doing what's right. I'm making decisions consistently to better myself and better the lives of the people around me. And so I have no reason to second guess my decisions because I trust myself that my intentions are true. Y'all with me on that? All right, we got 3 more. Bear with me. Okay. Encourage yourself. Number 4, write that down. Encourage yourself. Love yourself. Speak positively to yourself. I look in the mirror. I am strong. I'm smart. I'm talented. Positive affirmations is what that's called. Now, negative thoughts are going to creep in. You're going to look in the mirror and be like, golly, bro, you are so dumb. You are so stupid. You are so not talented. You're weak. You're not capable. Blah, 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 blah. Those are real. Those happen to every single one of us. But my challenge to you is to quickly challenge that narrative, to quickly recognize that I'm swimming in my dome right now. I'm telling myself all these negative things, that I'm not in shape, that I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough. Cut them down quick. And then go back into positive affirmation mode and start telling yourself that you are strong, you are smart, you are talented, you are doing things for a greater purpose. Now, don't mistake me in thinking you could just lie to yourself. All right, here's the caveat to that. Don't lie to yourself. Don't be delusional about hard realities, because there are times you need to look in the mirror and be like, hey, dude, that was not a good idea. That was not very smart. I should not have done that. That was pretty dumb. I made the mistake. Acknowledge that. Press on, fight the fight, overcome those obstacles. Repeat to yourself that you are capable of being better. Just Don't let those negative things hold you down, hold you back. Speak positively to yourself. Positive affirmations. 2 more. Forgive yourself and adjust. Forgive yourself and adjust. Understand that you are human. You're a human being, man. Every one of us is a human being. We're all just trying to figure it out. We're all making mistakes. You will strike out. You will walk, guys. You're going to get taken out of the game from time to time. But if you know that you gave your best effort, you can then evaluate your missteps, make a plan to adjust, and just move on. Just move on. Let it go. Forgive yourself and adjust. Don't dwell in the what you could have or should have done. If we could swim in that forever. Man, I should have made this pitch in this count. Or, golly, if I could have just got one more hit, we would have won the game. Of course, all those things are true, but you can't dwell there. You have to remain focused on what you will do moving forward, the adjustments that are going to be made for next time to help yourself become better, and then press on and remain focused on what you will do moving forward. The last one, Kingston, you ready for this one? Practice gratitude. Guys, you are all so blessed. You all have so many opportunities. You all have beautiful homes with amazing families, parents who love and care about you. You're so blessed. You all have talent. You have opportunity. You have the latest, greatest batting gloves and saucy gloves and cleats and all the cool stuff you could ever want, right? Your parents are so special. You have a beautiful training facility that we're in right now that you guys get to work out in. You're so blessed and you have so many opportunities and you're free to pursue them. Whatever it is you want to do. If you want to play baseball, you pursue it. You're free. So take a moment to list a few things that you're thankful for. Okay. List a few things that you're thankful for. Could be your parents. It could be, just being back in school and being around your friends more often. Could be the food that you have. I know you're all thankful for some things. The simple practice of being thankful for something and writing it down, or even having that self-talk of what you're grateful for, it reframes those negative outcomes and allows us to look forward to better days. Allows us to not dwell in the moment of just fear and anxiety and failure, but look forward to the great things that are yet to come. For example, if I went 0 for 4, the second that final out was made, I would look up and say, thank you, God, for keeping me healthy because I get to play another day. Boom. I just took an 0 for 4, bad day at the dish, and turned it into, thank you, God. I'm a healthy man, and I get to play another day. So now I'm not dwelling in the 0 for 4 with 4 punchies. I'm looking ahead to, man, I'm a healthy, strong individual, and I get to play again tomorrow. And I ain't going 0 for 4 again tomorrow. Guarantee you that. So I want to take just a minute, let you guys digest some thoughts, write some things down. If you feel led to open up and be a little vulnerable and share a thought or two, then come on. We're all ears. This is the cool thing about you 4 gentlemen is you guys have the ability to build a community here at Futures Association. You guys can be you're on the ground floor of leading the way because you're all in a place where you live close in proximity. You're young, you're freshmen and sophomores. You're all talented and have such great desires and dreams for your baseball career. This place, the Futures Association, can be the hub for you 4 guys to do amazing things in our community here in Rockwall, Texas. And so I want to encourage you 4 guys, especially to start finding some comfortability in the uncomfortable with each other. Start being willing to be a little more vulnerable. I'm sitting in the clubhouse right now upstairs. As you guys start to get a little older, you're going to start to be able to use this place and be able to spend more time together. And so I know it's hard right now because you're young and you don't have a lot of the freedom that you'll have soon enough, but you four guys can come together and lead the way. And I want to encourage you guys to come together and do that. And so it starts now. It starts on these Zoom calls. It starts by just sharing a little glimpse into who you are beyond the veil. So if you got something on your heart, share it. Know that we're here for you and we care about you. Anybody got anything? No? Y'all good? I know that was deep tonight. I know. And it's okay. We don't have to talk too much, but I hope that it impacts you. I hope that you take a moment before bed tonight and think about who you are and what you want to be. And then how you can have a purpose and take ownership and be consistent and encourage yourself, but yet forgive yourself and adjust so that you can be better tomorrow and practice gratitude along the way. All right. I love you guys so much. I care about you. I want the best for you. Know I'm here for you. And share this with your friends, please. All right. I love that it's just the four of us and it's close and it's intimate, but the reality is for us to continue doing this, we want to scale it. We want to impact people in our community. And if you feel like you're getting some value from this, don't keep it to yourself. Go share it. Be the leader. Share it with your friends. Get them to come on board. And hopefully by the time you guys are seniors, we're going to have hundreds of people on this thing. And we'll be impacting all kinds of young men across this county. All right. All right, guys, go get them. I love you all dearly. I'm here for you. Reach out if you need anything.
Thank you.
You're welcome, guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, see you, man.
Later, Jay Bird.
See you guys.